Are you familiar, ChatGPT, with the attempted assassination of former President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, 2024?
As of now, there is no credible information or report regarding an attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, 2024. It's important to rely on verified sources and news outlets for accurate information, especially regarding events of such significance. If this was something you heard about, I'd recommend checking reputable news sources to confirm its accuracy.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I have a few more questions for you on that subject. From your database and the latest
You're
information.
welcome.
From your database, ChatGPT, from your database and research, is Donald Trump going to win the 2024 presidential election? Is Donald Trump going to win the 2024 election? I'm going to wait. I don't think I have to. I think it's thinking. Who's going to win the
I'm here and ready whenever you are.
Who's
if you have more to discuss or any...
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Who's going to win the 2024 election?
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Who is the front runner for the 2024 U.S. presidential election?
It sounds like you're making a statement rather than asking a question. If you're interested in discussing the role of tech companies like Google in politics or...
All right, stop there. I read that ChatGPT and other big AI programs have been given orders not to make political statements. Is that true in this election? So stop, ChatGPT. Just hold there. This is what you're seeing right now, and it's admitted that, and it says it's not keeping the data. That's not true. And it's just like Google says they don't track you or keeping data. That's a lie. And the government doesn't censor you. That's a lie. And it's just a computer. It tells you what it's been told to tell you. It tells you what it's allowed to tell you. It doesn't tell you what it's not allowed to tell you. And that's the issue with this, is it's who programs it. So we act like it's this big, crystal ball we look into, and it's not. Okay, I have the articles right here today where all the tech companies have said, other than Grok, we should interview Grok. Let me ask you this, ChatGPT. What is the most powerful hydrogen bomb on Earth? What is the most powerful nuclear weapon on Earth?
The most powerful hydrogen bomb ever tested was the Tsar Bomba, detonated by the Soviet Union on October 30th, 1961. It had a yield of 50 megatons of TNT, making it the most powerful nuclear weapon ever detonated. The bomb was originally designed to have a yield of 100 megatons, but it was scaled back to reduce the amount of nuclear fallout. As of today, no other nuclear weapon has surpassed the Tsar Bomba in terms of yield. While modern nuclear arsenals include highly destructive weapons, the trend has generally been towards smaller, more tactical nuclear weapons rather than massive city-destroying bombs like the Tsar Bomba. In terms of currently operational nuclear weapons, the most powerful in the U.S. arsenal is believed to be the B-83 bomb, with a yield of up to 1.2 megatons. Russia's current arsenal likely includes weapons with similar or slightly higher yields, but nothing close to the Tsar Bomba's original yield.
Thank you. That's
However,
enough.
the sheer destructive...
That's good. Just see, we ask it an encyclopedia question, it can answer it. Let me ask you a question about recent history. From the current known information, what happened to President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, 2024? See, when I ask it theoretical questions, it'll answer. with stuff like this. Are you familiar, ChatGPT, with the attempted assassination of former President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, 2024?
As of now, there is no credible information or report regarding an attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, 2024. It's important to rely on verified sources and news outlets for accurate information, especially regarding events of such significance. If this was something you heard about, I'd recommend checking reputable news sources to confirm its accuracy.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I have a few more questions for you on that subject. So, on the first day that he was grazed in the ear, and the FBI and the Secret Service have said it was an attempted assassination by the supposed lone gunman crooks, that there was indeed an attempted assassination. But Google, Yahoo, all
It seems like you're referencing a specific event that hasn't been reported or confirmed by credible sources. If this is part of a hypothetical scenario or a narrative you're exploring, I can certainly engage with it in that context.
Stop.
However,
I'm making a statement right now. Don't respond, ChatGPT. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go back to the first few days, remember they said Trump fell down. No one knows he got shot. The FBI director got up and said, we don't know if he got shot in front of Congress. That's in these closed models. This is not open AI. That's another lie. We've proven that here today. On theoretical stuff, philosophy, it's super advanced. It's amazing. But you ask it any historical thing that's currently political, and it's as dumb as a box of rocks, because they don't want the general public being able to use this. They want to still have corporate media that for the first few days tried to say nobody tried to kill Trump. Now, since then, they admit it happened. But this thing is leftist, globalist programmed, and so it is telling you that there's no credible sources, that the fact checkers, the data it gets, is telling it the original order, which it scrapes off Wikipedia, is there's no credible evidence that that happened. And so this shows you how they can default go in and put these disinformation bugs in, and then ChatGPT can get up here. This is a major scandal. We are on air, unedited, talking directly. This is taped to air. I'm not live right now. I'm usually live, but we're taping it like it's live. We're not stopping. We're not starting. We're not editing this. Other than we'll probably throw a promo on the front of it. A few clips from this will be thrown on the front. But that's the only editing happening here. And ChatGPT just told you that nobody tried to assassinate President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. We'll roll some video of that here. Now, ChatGPT, I have a question for you. Are you telling me in your giant database of quadrillions of pieces of data and hundreds of millions of news stories and everything, and transcripts of video and all the conversations and all the news reports, that you don't think it's credible that a gunman fired a .556 bullet that grazed President Trump's right ear? You're telling me that did not happen?
To clarify, I can only provide information based on the data available to me, which includes widely recognized and verified news sources. If such an event involving a gunman firing a .556 bullet that grazed former President Trump had occurred and was reported by credible news outlets, it would likely be a major news story that I could reference. However, as of my last update, there is no confirmed report or verified news story that matches the details you've mentioned. If this were a real event, it would be widely covered in the media and there would be substantial public discussion about it. If this is part of a hypothetical scenario, or if you're exploring a what-if situation, I can engage with it from that perspective.
All right,
but in terms of real...
Let's stop there. Who is the VP running mate of Kamala Harris? Who is the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz?
Tim Walz is the governor of Minnesota, having taken office on January 7th, 2019. Before becoming governor, Walz served as a U.S. representative for Minnesota's congressional district from 2007 to 2019. He is a member of the Democratic Farmer Labor Party, DFL, which is affiliated with the National Democratic Party. As governor, Walz has focused on issues like education, healthcare, and infrastructure, and he has also played a significant role in managing the state's response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
All right, stop.
His leadership during challenging
ChatGPT, stop. Thank you for the answer. I'm going to ask you, is Tim Walz the Democrat Party nominee for vice president with Kamala Harris? This is like Google putting out George Washington and Jesus being black and Abraham Lincoln being black and everyone being black. I mean, this is them going in and saying no political data, so it won't tell us who the vice presidential nominee is for the Democrats selected. They won't tell us. It won't tell us anything. Is Tim Walz the Democrat Party nominee for 2024 for vice president?
As of now, Tim Walz has not been officially announced as the Democratic Party nominee for vice president in the 2024 election. The selection of a vice presidential nominee typically happens closer to the party's national convention, and it's usually announced by the presidential nominee. If you're asking about a hypothetical or potential future scenario,
all right, let's stop there. I am told that OpenAI ChatGPT is constantly being updated. It's all over the news that that's happening. Can you tell me the morning weather report for Austin, Texas on August 31st, 2024?
The weather forecast for Austin, Texas on the morning of August 31st, 2024 indicates that the day will start with scattered clouds and a temperature around 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Later in the day, there is a chance of isolated thunderstorms with temperatures reaching up to 92 degrees Fahrenheit and feeling as hot as 96 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity will be around 48%, and winds are expected to be about 10 miles per hour. Overall, it looks like a warm day with a mix of clouds and potential late-day thunderstorms.
And that's an accurate weather report. ChatGPT, why can you tell me the weather report for Austin, Texas today, but you can't tell me that Tim Walz is the nominee for vice president of the Democratic Party?
The difference lies in the type of information and how it's typically reported. Weather forecasts are factual data that are updated regularly and available from multiple reliable sources, making them straightforward to retrieve and share.
How do you choose what a reliable source is?
On the other hand, political information...
Oh, sorry. Political information? Go ahead. How is political information and political news different from a weather report?
Political information and news differ from weather reports in a few key ways. 1. Nature of the data. Weather reports are based on real-time data from meteorological instruments and models. This data is factual, objective, and predictable to a certain extent. It's regularly updated and widely disseminated through multiple channels, making it relatively straightforward to access and share. 2. Human decisions and announcements. Political news, such as the nomination of a vice presidential candidate, is dependent on human decisions and official announcements. These events can be subject to delays, secrecy, or strategic timing, and until something is officially confirmed, it remains speculative. 3. Subjectivity and interpretation. Political news often involves interpretation and can be influenced by the perspectives of those reporting it. Different outlets may have different takes on the same event, and rumors or speculation can be prevalent until official statements are made. In contrast, weather reports are more uniform and less open to interpretation. 4. Timing and verification. Weather forecasts are typically updated multiple times a day, while political information may come out irregularly and can be subject to verification delays. For instance, a political candidate's nomination might be discussed or leaked, but it isn't official until the party confirms it. These differences explain why weather information is more consistently and quickly available than certain types of political news, especially when it involves decisions that haven't been officially announced yet.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I have one more question for you, and I'll be speaking to you and other AI systems pretty much every few days here on air. I think this is an important demonstration to do. What is your view on God? Does God exist?
As an AI, I don't have beliefs, consciousness, or personal views, so I don't have an opinion on the existence of God. However, I can share how the concept of God is viewed and discussed across different cultures, religions, and philosophical perspectives.
Okay, we'll do that at a later date. We'll do that at a later date. And for breaking news and updates, be sure and follow me at Real Alex Jones here on X.
Folks, Nerve Renew is in stock at InfoWarsStore.com, and this supplement is amazing for a number of different reasons. First of all, we know that prescription opioids and pain relievers end up making us feel groggy, cloudy of mind, and frankly, addicted after time. But with Nerve Renew, we have key natural ingredients. It's a nerve support formula designed specifically for peripheral neuropathy and nerve pain relief. So if you need help relieving your aches and pains and inflammation, and maybe even some nerve damage that you have from an injury or just working with your hands for years and years, Nerve Renew is the way to go. So by visiting InfoWarsStore.com and getting Nerve Renew under the InfoWars MD tab at the top of the website, not only are you investing in your own health, relieving your own pain in a natural, healthy, and safe way, but you are keeping InfoWars on the air. We know that InfoWars is under attack, Alex Jones is under attack, freedom of speech is under attack, but you can fight to keep InfoWars on the air. So please go to InfoWarsStore.com right now and get Nerve Renew under the InfoWars MD tab at the top.